We are in the last 3 days of this 8-day meditation challenge, and boy, do I have some juicy tidbits to keep you motivated. So put on your nerd hat with me because we're going to talk about brainwaves. Studies suggest that meditation can be so good for your brain, both in the short term and especially after continuous practice, because meditation is cumulative. That means the effects on the body add up over time. So the more that you do it, the more benefits you get out of it. And neuroscientist Sarah Lazar's research on this is truly inspiring. They took a group of total beginners to meditation, put them through an 8-week mindfulness-based stress reduction program. Oof, that's a mouthful. Essentially, helped coach them on mindfulness and meditating for 8 weeks, did brain scans, and saw a difference in gray matter density. That is phenomenal. Every time you sit down to meditate, you are potentially contributing to the strength, the power, the resilience, the neuroplasticity and youthfulness of your brain. Plus, it feels really good the more that you do it. Some studies showed the shrinking of the amygdala, or the fear-based center of the brain. How cool is that? I could use less fear, less anxiety, less stress in my life, and meditation is one of those free, amazing, simple tools that we can give ourselves as a gift for our brain. There's some really cool studies about meditation down there, and I will link them in the notes below this video if you want to go and read a bit more. In terms of immediate benefits and impact on your brain, some say that meditation can be more powerful, more beneficial, and more restorative than sleep. And I think this has to do with brainwaves. Here's a picture of some of the different brainwaves that most of us naturally cycle through in the course of a day, including when we sleep. Now, most of us spend the majority of our day in various levels of beta brainwaves. This fast wave frequency is perfect for problem solving, decision making, and generally going and getting stuff done. If you're a type A achiever like me, then you love living in a state of beta. But the challenge is that with the increasing demands on our attention these days, even just from social media constantly drawing us in all of these different directions, that many of us can get stuck or spend a disproportionate amount of our days in that high frequency beta state. Spending too much time in this state can cause a kind of overdrive to happen. Dr. Joe Dispenza describes this as like driving a car in first gear while simultaneously stepping on the gas. But the good news is, research is showing that meditation can help us slow down our brainwaves and enjoy more time in the more creative and relaxed alpha state, and even in the theta state. As founder of Ziva Meditation and world-famous meditation teacher Emily Fletcher says, meditation can give your body rest that is 5 times deeper than sleep. Talking about deep restfulness is making me feel relaxed and ready to get practicing. So whenever you're ready, take a comfortable seat, find a nice tall spine, get comfortable, place your palms down, up, or in any kind of mudra. I like index finger to thumb. Close your eyes or lower your gaze to a fixed point a few feet in front of you. So take a couple of nice shoulder rolls here, finding a nice tall spine, allowing your head to shift back a little bit in space if you need to get that neutral and long alignment. It's our last day with the alternate nostril breathing, so we're going to get as much bang for our buck as we can, elongating the breaths and allowing that negative breath at the bottom between the exhale and inhale. If at any point it's too much or you feel any discomfort, come back to just even breathing. So when you're ready, take your right hand, curl your index and middle finger into your palm, bring your thumb over your right nostril and seal it shut, exhaling long and strong through your left nostril. Hold that air out before you inhale, and then slowly draw the breath in, finding length in your spine as you do. Plug your nose at the top, holding that air in your lungs. Release the thumb, exhaling on the right side now, drawing your abs in tight to push that air out. Hold that negative space at the bottom, suspended between breaths, and inhale, drawing it in slow and steady, filling up your belly, your rib cage, your lungs, expanding with your breath. Hold that in at the top. Release your ring or pinky finger and exhaling through your left nostril now. Really push that air out. Get every bit of air out of your lungs and then hold that at the bottom. Inhale now, drawing a beautiful long breath in on the left nostril side. Plug your nose at the top, hold that air, allow that exchange of gases to happen in your lungs. And then exhale on your right side. Pushing all of that air out, releasing the carbon dioxide from your body. Find that moment of stillness between breaths here, that negative space, a bit of silence. And inhale, draw a nice long, steady breath. We're almost done here. You're doing so good. Breathe in. Hold that full lungs right at the top. Release your left nostril and breathe out. Let it all go. You can let your hand relax. Let your shoulders relax. And let your breath bounce back when you're ready to just even deep breaths. Take a moment to tune in to our body even more now. So sitting up tall, draw your attention to your sense of sight. What do you see? Even if your eyes are closed, is there a quality of light that you can see in your peripheral or behind your eyelids? And coming over to your sense of hearing now. What sounds are in your environment today? No need to label them as good or bad, enjoyable or frustrating. Just what do you notice? What's the quietest sound? And what's a louder sound? Now coming to your sense of smell. Can you pick up on any fragrances or odors on your body or in your environment? And how about your taste? Are there any flavors lingering on your tongue? Or perhaps you just notice the humidity, the moisture in your mouth, or a dryness without needing to fix it, knowing you can get a glass of water after your practice if you need. And finally now your sense of touch. What do you feel? What's the lightest thing you feel? Perhaps a hair grazing on your skin. And is there anything calling your attention a little more? Maybe a tingling or an itching. And just noticing those sensations as they are. And expanding that lens for a moment now, just feeling what it's like to fully experience this present moment from the perspective of being in your body right now. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell, taste, and feel? And what is the quality of that surround sound 360 experience. Again, just the curious observer, watching it unfold, appreciating it for what it is without needing it to be any better or any different. And from this place of neutrality and openness, feel free to invite the Hum Sa mantra in. Thinking hum on your inhale and sa on your exhales. Bringing your awareness back to your mantra if any thoughts have come wandering in. Allowing your brain waves to slow down as your nervous system relaxes, letting the mantra guide you to a place of deeper stillness. You're doing great. Just over a minute to go. Letting that mantra really resonate inside you as you think it or if you're chanting it out loud. Instead of feeling like you need to resist or push away any thoughts, instead think of what you're moving towards, the mantra. Coming towards the end now, keeping your eyes closed, I invite you to think of one thing that you're truly grateful for in your life right now. It can be a super small thing or something big or significant. Just find one thing. And with a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of thankfulness, find a little bit of movement in your body. Whenever you're ready, slowly blink your eyes open. I just want to take a moment now to celebrate the gift that you're giving your brain, showing up and practicing. I think this calls for a through the screen high five. Are you ready? Awesome. Click that like button below to let me know that you're celebrating, because this is truly cool stuff. And these are the kinds of skills that will set you up for a lifetime of success. Now, we only have 2 more days of this 8-day challenge. I know, it's going by so fast. You are on fire. Let's keep going strong, because tomorrow we're gonna add the icing and the cherry on top of this beautiful meditation cake. That's your teaser. I will see you in tomorrow's video.